Okay, so yeah, hey, what's going on? Today we're going to be doing a reaction video to There Existed an Addiction to Blood by Clipping. This was a special request by B. Wells, a longtime supporter of the channel. He sent in a donation of $30 and requested that I listen to this album. And that is something that you can do as well. If you want to guarantee a video to an album that you're really excited about or that you want to hear my thoughts on, you can use the Streamlabs link that is in the description, send in the $30, and put a link to the album in the message box, and I will get to it as soon as possible. This is currently the only album that is in the queue, so after this, whoever sends in that next donation will be next in line, and that video will be able to come out really, really quickly. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, like B. Wells, then feel free to do so. I'm always ready to listen to some more music, and it's a great way for me to know exactly what somebody really wants me to listen to, so you know, that always really helps as well. I've never heard an album by Clipping. I have heard a couple of their tracks, and he sent this in because it is spooky season. Spooky season is rapidly approaching. It is now the fall season in the United States, in the Northern Hemisphere. And, you know, Halloween is approaching rapidly. So he said that apparently this one is going to be more of like a spooky Halloween, creepy vibe. And I'm into it, man. I'm into it. I'm excited. I'm going into it with an open mind. I do see that the last track on this album is 18 minutes long, which is surreal. It might be the longest song I've ever listened to. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what they have to offer. Let's just dive into it head first. Sound good? Let's get it. Track 1 is Intro. This is interesting. It's like walking through the woods while you listen to something on like a cassette tape or something. Is he dragging a shovel through the dirt? That's really creepy. I'm gonna look at this entire thing like I were watching a horror movie. Oh, okay, straight into track 2, Nothing is Safe. Very Runaway-esque, starting off the song with just that one repeating piano note. Oh, this is familiar, I think I might have heard this one. Something foul in the air, something feeling askew. Yeah, the flow here is really cool. The way he just accentuates the song's rhythms with his lyrics. Some really cool synths just getting added slowly but surely. Oh, there's a little piano arp here that reminds me of the Psycho theme. I've definitely heard this one, but I've never actually taken the time to go so in depth into it. The shakers that get panned back and forth, the little rising bubble sound. Not bubble, but like knocking sound, really. Yeah, very visual, very descriptive verse. Yeah, I had forgotten about this drop. That's awesome with the synths. The really basic, dry drum sounds here, man. Really fits with the simplicity of all the rest of the production. Yeah. Just the emptiness to this beat gives it like this really creepy air almost. He was fantastic on this with his storytelling, his descriptive lyrics. I like his performance a lot, especially how aggressive he gets whenever those really gritty synths drop and the beat drops as well. Very cool. Wow, that's creepy. God damn. Don't let them get close. They're screaming the murder. Oh, he did. Kid Cudi-esque here. But you can't stop for the pain, pop another. Wow, bare feet barely. Damn. Follow the plan, you know all the tricks. Now stiffness, ice in the spine, got you been running, so gotta keep running. So and so told you about the ominous instruments in the background. Wow, that really loud, like reverberant dong dong dong. It almost sounds like in every like action adventure movie when they're invading the palace or whatever, and they have to go through the subway system so that, you know, they don't get caught. It's much easier to slip in, and then they hear something like clattering in the background, and it echoes throughout the entire, you know, sewer system. That's really what it reminds me of. Is like that really creepy setting when you're already on edge and you're sneaking around and you're hearing things falling around you that are like resonating, and you don't know exactly where it's coming from, and it's just like the super tense feeling. That's what this is like. That's what that reminds me of. They say these bullets hollow, holler if you feel the same. Say you need bullets, silver, holler and you just a trapper who went for a master's and dropped out when it didn't matter no more. Your body, your work didn't embody. This is like a masterclass in ambience and atmosphere. Extremely impressive. Wow, yeah. The distortion here is like such a cool climax to the track's instruments. And the lyricism is just so vivid, so descriptive, so topical. This is just a great song. Haunting Interlude.
I had foul odors in the apartment in the wintertime. I awoke one night to a cat meowing, and I had no cat, nor did the tenant below me. I saw chimpanzees appear in my bedroom. I heard my name being called, and when I turned to look, I saw my brother. Satan's
trying to kill you? It's creepy shit, man. It's creepy shit. I like the vibes. I like the vibes, man. La Mala Ordina. Spooky season, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah, they should probably start. It's too real. Talking about your life's a movie when the party starts. But you ain't, the horror show was so wet.
Oh.
You said you'd never go back, but you standing over the stove talking about you real.
The bass,
so
dude.
Someone getting brain, that mean it was.
Yo, the drum programming is absurd. The way that it kind of is like it's like stuttering, right? It's like this stop and go kind of a clunky drum pattern that almost feels like, with the context of the atmosphere that the album has created up until now, it's almost like you're trying to drag a body and you can't walk very smoothly. You're just like constantly struggling against it, and you're trying to drag this really heavy dead weight behind you. That's what these drums and this beat feels like to me. It's just this like, I'm trying to get somewhere, but I'm struggling, so I'm like stuttering and stopping and going, and it's like this choppy feeling. The mix on his vocals here, he sounds even louder than he did on those other few tracks that we heard. He's definitely right in your face, like right here in your ears as you're listening to it. His vocals are just like dead center, front and center, and they paired it with that absolutely disgusting synth bass. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great, man. The atmosphere to this is crazy. I'm looking at the features on this. The Rita, El Camino, and Benny the Butcher on these drums. This one might be a playlist track, man.
Got your rap shit fucked up. Matchstick tucked up under the tongue. Pour the oil.
The dissonant chords.
Look, 40 on my lap, be with the jackers.
The strings, man.
I hate niggas that sit on their asses, always asking, but ain't making shit happen.
Go live with it, in my book that's dry snitching, but that's only my opinion. Blood it, put another chain on my neck, and I'ma drown from it.
God damn.
Nice pick, nice trick, no homonym. Cutouts from a magazine, make
This is tough to listen to. Does it really go on like this for the rest of the entire song? The outro there is just absolutely unnecessary, man. I mean, I can understand the art behind, letting the entire track just distort and becoming, ear-piercing and tough to listen to, and you wanting to end the song that way. I can understand that. I can appreciate it. But to have that go on, that unbearable, rumbling just go on for like, I think it was over a minute at the end, just feels unnecessary. I didn't want to play it all the way through because, I was really hoping that it would cut out and give us some relief just towards the end, but it really doesn't. It is that all the way through to the end. So I would definitely let it distort, and once it gets, all right, yeah, this is tough to listen to, skip on to the next one, because it's just unnecessary. Club Down, track 6.
The schoolyard reeks of sewage, broken pipes, broken promise. The thin man staggers lucid for this time.
Wow.
It looks like rain. He remembers AA Milne each time the sky's this kind of
dude,
gray.
the atmosphere to this is so cool.
Kelly meddling with time in the hopes of getting a golden noose for the neck. Golden goose from a fairy tale. Caught from behind, as long as you keep moving forward, they long for sleep like they mortal. These zombies feeling of guns peeling like bells in a telltale reeling of bodies losing a feeling. And every night after the club it goes down. Plenty more rounds. Bodies pretty when it all begun. But the shit has got to balance on a barrel of a gun. The club
dude,
down.
this is crazy. The artistry behind this is insane. What's good, B Wells? There you are, bro. We're almost halfway through, but I'm loving it so far, man. Super creative. Dude, the atmosphere there with him screaming in the background, the heavy rumbling, distorted synths, him going gangsta shit, that's gangsta shit. It almost feels like a soundtrack to the apocalypse, It's like the world is crumbling around us, like wildfires consuming the planet, a meteor is about to strike the earth, and he's just walking around down the streets. He's walking down the street like Joker, you know what I mean, as the riots going on around him, and he's just like singing this chorus. That's the image that I have, is just absolute chaos going on, and he's in the middle of it just singing, that's gangsta shit, that's gangsta shit. It's crazy. The atmosphere is awesome. It's really perfect for like this whole, like I said, spooky October kind of vibe, especially with all the other tracks that we've heard so far too. It's just creepy. It's off-putting. It's unsettling. It's awesome. Prophecy Interlude. The drums on La Mala Ordina, I said that they felt like dragging a heavy body. Just stumbling, you know? This is what I'm talking about, man. An interlude with just sound effects, just like atmosphere. Creaking wood, is that like crickets in the background? One really low note droning in the background. This just feels creepy. This is how you set the tone. Absolutely how you set the tone. It's almost over. I'm letting it play into track 8, Run For Your Life. Love this. Feels like you're, you know, floating in the middle of a swamp. Someone's just thrown you into the swamp, left you for the alligators. Like the heavy breathing here, like he's running from something. They just nailed that creepy atmosphere, man.
Be in Hollywood.
Like he's out of breath, you know?
They said keep it happy though, or she be coming after you. The shit you and them sticky fingers never stop to wonder why. But everybody who ever stopped running is
I love that they did that. Like he's rapping to the beat of the car that just drove by is crazy, dude. That's so sick.
She on the street, run for your life. Don't into an alley quick, just a wall that's made of brick with a dirty mattress.
He's painting this picture so well.
Just fine. Bags of trash with bites took out, coffee ground dirt.
Dude, this is like something I've never heard before.
Fuck it, it's too dark to see.
This is like something I have never heard before, man. The fact that he's like, it feels like he's walking down the street or walking down a highway and he's rapping about the shit that he's seeing. And as cars are driving by, the beats that are playing in the car like line up. He like he's rapping over that beat, you know what I mean? But you can hear it. It goes panned from left to right, like the car just drove by, and then it leaves him alone in the dark by himself, walking down this lonely street, rapping to silence, to nothing, like he's talking to himself. Man, this is really creative. It's moody and cinematic and very, very dramatic too.
Cannot cry.
So cool.
It's a code of honor, gotta keep.
Yeah, and when the beat finally does drop, it's very, very cool.
Don't you know that she ain't for you for fun?
You ain't scared, is you?
If she coming for you,
Your head, but yeah, your map I rate. Throw your garbage ass in the dumpster and now shit on your grave.
Love the drum sounds, man.
I feed my pitch your wife.
That really high-pitched sound is so creepy. This track is one of the more creative that I've ever heard. I'm gonna let it play into the show.
see how the bone exposed. Nice blood bouquet, trace of marrow. Fuck boy trying to hold his
Dude, look at the lyrics. Blood, bone marrow exposed, toenails, clippings.
Top cat got his tongue. Well paid to watch, let's start the show. Come out, sit your ass down. Don't what could fit, what are you imagining? Share your thoughts, it is time for bantering. Killer be right back to enact the map. It's an art you partake in, and just know you all paid to watch, let's start the show. Come out.
So he's talking about the show being about killing people, man.
Reach the let you know you're well. Come over to the edge and look over it. You ain't never gonna fly with all the comfort you're holding with hope.
Yeah, Mick, so it's been great so far.
Spin the wheel, vertigo.
Super creative. Look at that rolling bass too, the arp in the bass. Heavy ass distorted drums, man. That Stranger Things arpeggio bass. Possession Interlude.
I believe it will alleviate these visions you are experiencing. I am going to hold up my watch, and I want you to look at it. Your eyes are getting tired. As you become aware of...
Just such a haunting atmosphere.
Take a deep breath and just feel the churning cloud of hate and darkness.
No, but why do I really feel relaxed though? Like I'm getting hypnotized. Great transition. This would have been a dope reaction to do on Halloween. I don't know what we're gonna be doing on Halloween during the stream.
Light rain. Pink coat.
We might have to listen to that, B-Wells. That sounds like a cool one.
Red lips.
Man, that sounds like an anvil.
You won.
Oh man, she's funny.
Lay back.
The way they use these sounds to play with the rhythm, man. I just love how weird it knows that it is and leans into it.
Don't let the hoe get lost now.
Hear the muffled drums coming in? The way the instruments are rising up, dude, wow. This is actually glorious. Flaherty, tell me you don't love this shit. damn. Holy shit, dude, that outro was insane. This is what I'm saying, man. They said we're going for creepy, and they nailed it, man. They nailed it. Oh, dude, the intro part of the song, super empty. They had that riser. They had the snare that sounded like an anvil. It even had a little bit of like a ringing sound right after it played. The layers on the vocals kind of helping to fill out the track, but there's still this empty, you know, talking to yourself in a dark room kind of a vibe from it. It's just so off-putting. And then when we get the singing and the instruments start off really low, and there's that one droning low humming sound like it's coming off of an amp, and the instruments build up, dude. It's so cool. Really is a very awesome climax. It might even be the climax to the project, since we've only got 4 tracks left, although, you know, that last one is a movie basically. But yeah, All in Your Head is top 3 off this album so far. Track 12 is Blood of the Fang.
By the Christians, it is written that in the black Meridian age.
Oh, is that why this is the... Okay. That's the title.
50 years really too clever. Who is the newest to do it? Pursuing a useless, polluted agenda. Too long to get they bullshit. It's inside, never been too simple. Syrup, he's hip because he can't taste
Perps. Have they ever worked with JPEG Mafia before? Because I feel like that collab right there would be some legendary shit.
They taught you when you went to kindergarten. What you need to know is in the Queen Angela.
The fill is great.
Blood on the ground. Look straight. Drink it up, drink it up.
Dude, the samples are so chill, man.
Drink it up, drink it up.
Dynamics here are so cool.
Fist in the sky if you ready. Dice are all fair like confetti. They thought you could
Yeah, I was about to say, JPEG Mafia like basically fits into this vibe so well. And he's so impressive at rapping. Look back, blood on the ground, look straight ahead, and they still shooting is so wild. That adds a whole new context to the addiction to blood thing.
There wasn't ever really an opponent for what they figured was only 3/5 human, and they thought they could know the mirror was hollow when light is there, and the collars after the rest of the model of effervescence when all of it manifested. They never bothered to question. Drink it up, drink it up. Drink it up, drink it up.
Story 7. We're just gonna keep it going.
Was she more than a couple days? Who was this bitch on her knees? She was not even pretty. Fuck, she wasn't ready. Drops the keys, drops to the ground.
Already, storytelling is crazy. Wait. Cynthia strolling through the moonlight, casually wiping the blood from the corner of her mouth. Cynthia knew Steve wouldn't do right from the moment when he had said that he wouldn't eat her out. Did she kill this dude because he wouldn't eat her out, dude? Wait. I think I'm gonna put the lyrics up on the screen for you guys as well. You guys can follow along with me because this looks like it's gonna be wild. I would let Cynthia stomp on me is crazy. All right, here.
Couldn't be more than a couple days. Who was this bitch on her knees? She was not even pretty. Fuck.
The way he's flowing over these little clicking sounds too.
She wasn't ready tonight. Cynthia strolling through the moonlight, casually wiping the blood from the corner of her drink. Shit, he's celebrating the end of a horrible case he never had to see.
All right, so this is the private detective.
Brown Chevrolet, and they'll say this was get paid, and let's face it, he needed every dollar that this little job could make. The
private detective with a gambling addiction. Oh shit. Dude, this rhythm is insane. Hey yo, tongue along his ear now. Listen, man. Those of you who know. The tongue along his ear is... You lose all control at that point. At that point, you're not yourself anymore, man.
Rain check. She say you can have this one for free.
Oh shit.
He might be the prescription, and now she's pulling up a dress. And he grabbed the cabbie, walks off into the night unseen. Wow. Cynthia still lying. Over doesn't scream at. Cynthia is howling at the moon now.
Wait. So the cabbie pulled the taxi over quick. Click, pop, pop, silver flashes, mixed with red, and that was it. And Cynthia is choking on her blood now. So, as soon as she's about to kill Randy, the cabbie pulls over and shoots her? Huh? The cabbie realized what was going on. Crazy. And is Cynthia a vampire, like a horror story, or is she just a person who's fucked up and drinks blood for fun? Cynthia's a werewolf or a vampire or something. Yeah, because He mentioned like the full moon and shit like that. So I'm thinking blood sucking is more of a vampire kind of a thing. I don't think werewolves suck blood, do they? I think they eat people. They kill them and eat them, but vampires do the blood sucking. Although it did say that Steve was found like a pile of bones, right? Kind of. Damn. Storytelling on that is crazy. That's an awesome horror story with a wild ending. I was expecting Cynthia to kill Randy and the cab driver. Okay, cool. Attunement. Damn, that last track was a whole movie. I'll tell you what. First of all, this track is starting off really tough to listen to in a good way. If the last track on this album is an 18-minute story as interesting as that last one, then I'm sure we'll have no issues listening to it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking the other clipping album on Halloween.
Come on and rock. Back to the edge, then up to the tip, it's not. And fire on the skin is not. Is it possible not get caught up in the thoughts about whether or not to stop before the damage done is worth it? Then the body would slip, the blasted body busy being a building built on the basis of never knowing. Back to the edge, then up to the tip, it's not. Knife, the ropes are tight enough to hold but never burn. Have you waited long enough? Can you just belong to belonging? She laughed at that, right on, passed out with the light on. Penum bleeds in the dungarees, she below the knees. There'll be no appeasing anything basic or beautiful. Ropes are tight enough to hold but never burn.
Crazy.
That would defeat the purpose, nothing beneath the surface.
Is he killing somebody in this song? I'm trying to find out from the lyrics. All the sound effects are so crazy.
So hard to be a part, it's not.
Dude, this is really crazy, man. The lyrics are nuts. I'm still trying to find out if he's killing somebody or not. He's going on about being a metal body and seeing rust and decaying and aging, and damn. I'm gonna let it play in the track 15, Piano Burning. This is the last one. It's 18 minutes long. Let's get it. Apparently this song is literally the sound of a piano burning. 18 minutes of a piano burning. Yeah, crazy. I'm not even gonna risk that doing that. I was gonna try and be like artsy with it. I'll do the outro to the video and the review of the album with the piano burning in the background. But even that might get claimed by the algorithm, so I'm not gonna risk it. But we did listen to about 3 minutes of it, which is about as long as a song. Yeah, while I pull up the teaser video, man, B. Wells, first of all, I want to thank you for your generosity in supporting the channel. As always, I said it when you sent in the donation, but they do help me to keep doing this, to keep, streaming and making content. And it also really helps to know that I'm making a video that someone is specifically interested in seeing. I'm not guessing as to what people want to watch, you know what I mean? So, but beyond the generosity of the donation and the support that you show for the channel, I don't think you've sent in a bad album yet, you know what I mean? I think you sent in the Sophie Tucker album, which was, or still might be, my album of the year. You sent in this one, which is absolutely awesome, and I really enjoyed. So, not only are you putting me on to awesome music, or not only are you supporting the channel with your generosity, but you're putting me on to awesome music. So, it's really been a blast and a joy to to have you send in these albums. And if you, I'm always down to listen to something that you submit, because I trust your ear for music at this point, man. I know that it's going to be a great video. So this album is something special, man. I kind of knew what to expect, because B. Wells had submitted it with a message saying that it's spooky season. I feel like it's like a great time of year for you to listen to this creepy Halloween-esque album by Clipping. So I knew that they were going for the creepy vibe. They were going for that really eerie, sinister kind of vibe. But man, was I not prepared for how much that they nailed it. You know what I mean? From the mix on the vocals, making it seem like the lead singer, I think you said his name is David. The mix on his vocals making it sound like he's rapping and talking to himself in like a dark room, to the really distorted, creative synthesizers and the sound design and the loud clanging sounds with reverb on them in the background makes it sound like stuff is falling around you as you listen to the album. To the parts of the album that are genuinely tough to listen to because of how distorted they are, to the parts where he's being very creative and cinematic with it, and cars are driving by playing the beats that he's rapping to, and it's like super cinematic. It is absolutely an experience all the way through that I am super excited to listen to the other Halloween album on Halloween. It's creepy, it's ambient, it's atmospheric, it's creative. The lyricism is is absolutely impeccable. The lyrics are vivid. The storytelling is on point. Absolutely have lyrics up when you listen to it, because it is it really does help for you to follow along with the story that he's telling. The interludes are really special, you know, from the haunting interlude where the woman just talks about all of the haunted house shit that was going on, to the one where it looked like the person was being possessed or hypnotized, to the one where it felt like you were floating in like a dirty swamp, you know, at night, just waiting for alligators to come and eat you alive. Is like, all of that is just so creepy, and they get it so right, man. So this is a special project. I had a lot of fun listening to it, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching the video and the stream. Yeah, so Be Wells, shout out to you for putting me onto this one, man. I'm gonna see if I can find the teaser video for the burning piano to show Mixo. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the album. I loved it. I loved it. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Everyone stay safe. Peace out.